Cathaoirleach, one of the most important political characteristics is self-awareness, knowing what are your limitations and what are your capabilities. I think it's very important that in this House we assess ourselves when it comes to deciding how we respond to the threat posed by Vladimir Putin's unlawful and brutal invasion of Ukraine. We need to know what are our capacities, what are our limitations. The first thing we all need to acknowledge is that we're not a military power. We don't have the type of military power that would have any impact on this invasion. Even if we did, we couldn't use it because of our long-standing policy of neutrality. But we need to look at where we are powerful, where we are significant, and it comes in two headings. First of all, as a member of the European Union, we are very effective. And that's why I support the government and what it has done in terms of being part of the imposition of swingeing sanctions on the Putin regime, which I think will be effective. Second, and more importantly, we're an independent sovereign state. We're a state that has a very proud record of standing up to aggression, of standing up for justice. And that is something that we need to emphasise more. And we also need to recognise that when it comes to foreign policy, it's not a delegated function. It's a competence that remains within a member state under the European treaties. And that's why I find it so hard that a country as proud of Ireland, as Ireland is prepared to associate itself diplomatically with a regime that at present is committing war crimes. And we know it's committing war crimes. The government says it's committing war crimes, yet we're prepared to go along with this practice of permitting there to be diplomatic relations between Ireland and Vladimir Putin's Russia. We should call an end to it. We should close our embassy in Moscow. We should bring home our diplomats. We should tell the Russian ambassador and his colleagues in the embassy in the appropriately named Orwell Road to depart, to get their bags and baggage and to leave this country. And if we look at the reasons as to why we don't do that, two reasons have been given. First, we want to keep diplomacy over so that we can talk. This is where self-awareness is important. We are delusional if we think that Vladimir Putin or his regime is going to listen to Ireland. They have no interest in listening to Ireland. The second reason as to why we don't do it is because we are told that it is important to ensure that there is a decision that is made collectively by the European Union. Foreign policy, as I said, is a competency of this country. We should stand up proudly and lead the way diplomatically in saying that we want to get rid of the Russian ambassador from this country. And also, I think if we look back at it, if we look at what has happened in Europe, we can see that different reasons and different decisions are being made by member states within the European Union. That has happened already. Some of them are participating militarily, others, such as ourselves, are not. So it's not correct to say that we have to act collectively as a European Union, and by doing so we're undermining our strength as an independent country.